I'm back. And I'm here to do the video I've been promising y'all for like probably a month of Sundays. Can anyone guess?
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, I gave you enough time. The vinyl haul. Or, no, not vinyl haul. The vinyl overall. But I'm here to show you guys some of my vinyl collection. We're not going to show everything, but we're going to show some of it. And it's going to be pretty lengthy video, so lock in and like, comment, subscribe, share, and tell your auntie, your cousin, your sister, your neighbor, and whoever else to get on this channel with me because I got something for everybody. You see the background? That you see me, beautiful and black. You see the locks, another beautiful and black thing. But tell everybody to watch me because, I do vlogs, I do yap sessions, I be doing all types of stuff. And at the end of this video, I'm going to have a surprise. I'll show you a couple of albums that will lead up to it at the end of the video. So we'll go ahead and get started. And before we get started, for the beginning part of the video, let's just do some little deets on record collecting. So my total amount of records I have is beyond 100. I'm right at 230 albums. Ooh, yeah, a lot. So I typically like to, I would probably call myself one of those type of people that are, I collect based off what I like and, not what's, popular. I know pretty much everybody does it, but some people are more so like, they only get newer vinyls. I like to go to the record shop. I like to buy from online collectors. That's why TikTok is such a great tool because I've brought records from people from TikTok, play great, nothing's wrong. And I use eBay, Discogs, and the app Whatnot to auction stuff that people auction vinyl all the time off of there. So, and my record player is a Jensen. I need to upgrade from that. That's my first record player, and I haven't upgraded yet, so I'm due for an upgrade. So, maybe in the future you guys will see my new record player. I'm pretty sure it'll be coming up soon. So, but yes, I'm not a vinyl snob. I don't deter anyone from collecting vinyl. I love when people are interested in vinyl collecting or, starting off their collection. So, there's different ways. Everyone's different, and I love the resurgence of vinyl. So that's a little bit about me, and I think I first started, I got my first vinyl in 2015 when I was finishing up medical assistants, because I'm a medical assistant, guys, if you know that. But I got my first vinyl in 2015, 2016-ish. And it was actually gifted to me by my cousin. If I'm not sure, it was so long ago, I can't think. But either it was that one or it's this other one, because like at the same time, I was like collecting randomly because I wanted to figure out what was going on with that. But there's two vinyls. That was my first vinyl that I can consider were my first two vinyls. Katrinada's first album and Outkast. I can't not Stank on you, but I can't think of it. But Outkast with the song Rosa Parks on it, that album, my cousin gifted me that. So that was one of my two of my first two vinyls. And it's crazy, I can't recall the name of it. And I love Outkast. All right, let's get to the haul. Let's get to the thing. Okay, we're gonna start off strong. First vinyl here is Leon Thomas Mutt. I love this album. Had to get it on vinyl. And I really think it embodies a Mutt, the energy on this album. My favorite song on here is, I think my favorite song is Lucid Dreams with Masego. And we went to see him in concert, me and my cousins. We went to see him in concert. He's a great artist, and he has so much to come. So I think, he's great. And I love his first album too, Electric Dust. I'm looking forward to get that. So this is the first one. All right. Levert. And quick story about this. So I love Levert. I like the OJs too. You know, his dad is in OJs, but I love Levert. So I see fit to getting like most of his stuff. You know, not Joe Levert, but most of the group stuff. But this album that I'm holding in my hands came from eBay. So I was very skeptical because I have heard, you know, that people get great vinyl from there, but also the bad stuff too. So this came out on the better end. It was good. It plays very well. But when you first look at it, you're like, whoa, it's gonna, you know, woo. But it looks like it's been taken care of. It's well loved. They still have some of the hype stickers on it from like the time when it was actually brought. And you know, look at them on the back. And my favorite song off of here is All Seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall, I'll give you my all. Give me your love. Yes, I love that song. I like Baby I'm Ready. I think I like this whole I don't know. Let me get off of this one. Okay. Brit Fayez, we got him. This is what is this? Wasteland. I have his other album, his last album too, but this one just came in, so I figured I'd show this. I'm like slowly gaining, you know, all his like jewels, his albums. But I like Brent Fayez. My cousin Deja, she put me on to him, and ever since then, things been right. So he has good music, you know. And I think this album really kind of sold me on him as an artist because at first I was like, okay, you know, he's good and stuff, but at the same time, I'm just like, I mean, you know, he's not, you know, my fave, but I think this album pretty much sold me on, you know, okay, he's that one. So I think my favorite song off of this one, ooh, I think it has to be, FYTB. That song is like, shorty, it's only you and me you talking about. And then I think I like Jackie Brown and I like Bad Luck. Yeah, so Brent, you're in my collection, so you know what that means. Honorary. He's good. All right, our next one. This is another eBay collector's item. I would say I feel like this is, so you know, I may misspeak or misspoke about this, but we'll show it. I am happy about this. Okay, so if you guys aren't, you know, millennials or, you know, zennials or older than me probably, you should know the group Immature, and then they changed their name to IMX. But the most famous person from the group is why do I want to call him Marvin Gaye? Lord Jesus. Marcus Houston. But anyways, the most famous member from the group is Marcus Houston, also known as Batman during this era. So this album right here is one of my faves, and I am so happy to have this because I literally sang or use a lot of their music on like my TikToks and stuff because it's just so groovy and it just encapsulates the 90s of like how, you know, our music sounded back then. And then people are like, oh, you know, they think of other artists, but they never think of these guys. I know they have so much scandal and stuff, but you know, music is music to me. I don't try to get into all of that. When you make good music, I just listen to the music. I don't worry about your personal life. If you did something crazy, there's some people we can't excuse. So, but I think my fave off of this album is, I think I got too many off of here I like. I think, baby, please don't go. Please don't go. Because Marcus used to be singing off of that song. Y'all need, okay, let me stop. That's my favorite off this album. Then I like A Boy Like Me. That's my favorite. I feel like that should be longer. But anyways, this album plays great. Another shocker from eBay because I thought it was going to be scratched up. When I opened this thing, looked like it's brand new, baby. Very good. Plays very well. So glad to have this one. We got the Queen Bee, Cowboy Carter. All right, yeah. I'm so sad I can't go to Cowboy Carter concert. Beyonce, why didn't you do like one in Charlotte? We're not gonna go there, but I love this album. And just so you guys know, I'm not a part of the Beehive, but this album is my fave. I don't know why. I something about it. It just, I don't know what it is. It's so good. I think I like Protector is my favorite on here, and I like Tyrant. I like the whole album, but Protector is my favorite because I feel like that's just so beautiful. It's a beautiful song, and Beyonce, you deserve that country award. So I'm an advocate of you getting it. Because if Chris Stapleton can sing blues music and try to say it's country, you can sing country and do what you need to do. So there we go, Beyonce. I love this album. This album is near and dear to my heart. Unfortunately, we just lost one of the members of the group, but Tony Tone, anniversary. So, well, no, Sons of Soul, not anniversary, but it has anniversary on here. And rest in peace, Dwayne Wiggins. You know, you are so great. You not are so great, but you are great. And a musical legend. Put on so many different artists. Talent just out of the whims. I got to see them in concert. You know, you couldn't record, so we couldn't record anything, but just beautiful. Beautiful man, beautiful soul. And just to have a piece of this music, and you know someone's passed on, that's another reason why I like to collect vinyl, because there's nothing like having a physical media. And this is one of those coincidences. It's very sad that he's passed, but I have something to say that, you know, I have a piece of their music, and also I have the memory of going to a concert. But I love this album. I listen to it a lot, and I'm gonna tell you now, slow wine, lay your head on my pillow, because you know, lay your head on my pillow is about them ears. And I think I couldn't keep it to myself also too. And then of course everybody loves Anniversary. So rest in peace, Dwayne Wiggins. Thank you for all your musical contributions to the world, and not just the Tony group, but to he helped Destiny Child get their first record deal. So thank you for that. Thank you for everything. And I hope that your family is, you know, has peace and able to receive everything, love and everything, because it's losing a family member is not easy. Everybody goes through it and it's hard, but you're always in our heart and you're always on our mind. So rest in peace. You know I got to have this. This is the GOAT of singing right here. Put that on everything, everything. If you're looking to find a love that could stand to the end of time. Finish it, y'all. Baby, relax your mind and I will think. Ah! Brandy! Never say never. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. But this, y'all, I know this is going to sound crazy. Beat me up if you want to. Brandy, the GOAT, okay? People, you know, everybody think that. But I'm going to say it on record. Brandy can hold it down. And also, another fact, the singer Joe, he wrote a lot of songs on this record. I think, what is it? What is the one? I can't remember the song, but he co-wrote a lot of these songs and helped, you know, with the production of this. So that's why I think I like this album. But my favorite song on here is, I think it's Angel Disguise, the one that he wrote, because he's on the vocals. But I love you, babe. But I love you, love. Yeah, he's on the background of that, so you know, gotta love that. But my favorite song on here is Put That on Everything. Well, I just sung to y'all, and Almost Doesn't Count. The whole album, basically. But Brandy, here's to you. Ah! Y'all see that? You see that? Kelly Price. Soul of a Woman. And yeah, go ahead and put her in the picture. Go ahead and put her in the frame. There we go. All right, so Kelly Price, Soul of a Woman has a special place in my heart and in my soul. I grew up with my mother who loves singers. She loved like Chaka Khan and stuff like that. And I just remember a part of my childhood hearing this album a lot. Kelly Price and Faith Evans were a big part of my childhood growing up. So this was only right for me to get this because this reminds me of my childhood. And you know, Kelly Price puts on for the big girls. And you know, I miss Thickums, so there we go. And I will tell you now, this album, I don't have a favorite. I love the whole thing, okay? Let's just say, You Complete Me, she sings Deron and Quintez Parker from 112 Under the Table. She didn't need to do a duet with them. She just need to go ahead and like just get out the song. But yeah, I love this album. This is something I cherish and I'm so happy to have. I paid a good penny for it too. So thank you. Now this will show you guys. Quick background. I was in this play in 5th grade. And also this is one of my favorite movies or musicals. So it was only right for me to get this. The Wiz. Come on in, ease down road. But that's not my favorite song over here. I'm gonna tell you now. My favorite character is let's go ahead and establish this right here. Mr. Tin Man. You see him? Yeah, we see him. Okay, this Tin Man has a song saying, "Oh, tell me what would I do?" I love that song. Like, I actually listen to that song in my headphones when I'm like working and stuff. Like, that's on my playlist. But yes, I really love this, and you know, rest in peace to Quincy Jones because you know he helped produce this, and as you can see on the background, he has his name on there, and he's a part of the movie too, and he's also a big part of production. So, R.I.P. Quincy Jones, another musical great that we've lost this year, or I think last year, the end of last year, but rest in peace to him. And I think it's Ted Ross is the one that's the Tin Man. I'm not sure. No, Nipsey Russell. Yep, Nipsey Russell is the one that's the Tin Man. My favorite character. I love Dorothy and stuff, but I like when they sing in the beginning. Don't lose the feeling that we had. Don't lose the feeling that we had. You're getting older now. Okay, y'all, let me stop. But this movie means so much to me because I feel like as a 30-year-old who's soon to be 31 in October, this movie kind of like shows like she was so scared, you know, in a place alone. She had to figure it out. And I feel like this is a great movie to watch when you're in your 30s because Dorothy was in a land where she knew nothing, had to rely on faith. And I think that's a lesson that in my 30s I'm having to deal with because there's some things I'm doing now that I'm like, oh, I'm so scared, but you know, I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it. So this movie has always shown me that, you know, you can do anything, be yourself while you're doing it, but also remember that you are strong, you can conquer. That's what The Wiz is about. That's why I like the black one, because the other one, whatever. All right, y'all. Best Christmas album ever. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Boys to Men Christmas interpretations. You know, it starts off with Silent Night, and then it just goes through the Let It Snow, and best song on here. People do not understand this. This song, I think it's not, what is it? Who would have thought I'd fall in love on Christmas Day? Who would have thought I'd fall in love on Christmas Day? And he was singing about Brandy. Oh my God, y'all. We was like, day Night, on Christmas Day. Okay, let me stop. All right, but this album goes. This get played before Christmas, right here. This get played before Christmas. I'm sorry, there's no way. When I get in the mood to listen to this, put it on. But this is something that I will always cherish. I grew up. My mom, when it's Christmas time, this always reminds me that it's Christmas. My mom and my aunts and stuff, they always played this. So I'm so honored to have this. Okay, this one has a background story to it, but it's still one of my favorite. Like, this kind of gives off that I like rock a little bit. Lenny Kravitz. When I look in my little girl's eyes. When I look in my little girl's eyes. But also, quick fact, rest in peace to her, Angie Stone, she did some productions on this album. She did some background vocals and some writing on here too. So, rest in peace to her. Beautiful soul, beautiful singer, and beautiful woman. Just a beautiful person all over. But back to this. This is one of my favorite Lenny Kravitz. I like a little bit of rock and roll. And this album right here, it's a fusion between rock and soul, okay? And you know, the hair is giving, but the story behind this. Okay, so I brought this from Target. This is like 2 years ago, okay? So nothing recent. But I brought this from Target. They delivered it crazy. I don't like buying stuff from Target when it comes to vinyl. I like this is not going to happen anymore, but when I would have to go and get vinyl from Target, I go in the store and get it. I don't go online and get it because they don't know how to ship stuff. They ship this crazy. When I got it, the actual binding and stuff was kind of like ripped up. And I'm like, this is falling apart. So luckily the vinyl wasn't damaged, which I'm okay with, but it just looked like it's been worn already. And it's a reissue of this vinyl. It's not an old pressing. So I was very upset with that. But the vinyl works and everything works, but it's just still like, come on guys, like, don't do that. But this is Lenny Kravitz 5. Cool dude, cool music, style icon, and thanks for, putting black people on, All right, so this is showing my old soul, but it's always good to have some old music, okay? In your collection, you should always have something that you like. Stylistics, rock and roll, baby. And there's this, I think there's actually pretty much, I think it's, could this be the end? Could this be the end? And payback is a dog. Y'all, I got the vocals. Y'all hear me singing? Yeah. Call me. But there's so much in this album. Another reason why I brought this album is because if you guys don't know, you guys probably, I'm gonna learn y'all about me. I love samples. The Payback is a Dog sample, the original song is here, but also the sample. I think Currency, he did a song with it. Payback is a dog, dog is a dog. So the rapper Currency, I like the song, and Currency is one of my favorite rappers, so that led me to buying this. And also I like the stylistics because, I love the way that, their music sounds, and it just gives off soul, and it is soul, so it gives me that back in the 1970s, 1960s vibe. So I like that type of stuff, so I'm so lucky to have this. All right, this right here is one of my favorite jazz songs, and also they have a family of jazz people in them. Hubert Laws. I love the song called What a Night. And I think the reason why I like that song is because it goes through each instrument doing the same like thing that was played before. So it may play, You know what? I'll link the song or just put the song on the screen so you guys can listen to it. But each instrument gets its shine. Like he's known for playing the flute. He's I don't know if we call it a flutist. I'm sorry, but he's known for playing the flute. So this is a great jazz album to have. Everybody should have. We're gonna do a separate video eventually with all my jazz because I have a lot of jazz. Because I'm Jasmine, so. But yeah, he's also brother to Deborah Laws, who's all my love is all I have, and his brother is Ronnie Laws too. So family of jazz artists. Cool to have. Great album too. This one right here, Currents. Y'all know what this is. All my millennials that was listening to the 2010s, 2011, 2012-ish type of stuff. This is the song that Rihanna sampled. What is it? The List I Know. No, same. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. New person, same old mistakes, I think. Feel like a brand new person. I don't care, I'm in love. The Rihanna version, but this is the real person, Tame Impala. But this album is really good, so I had to get it. I love Tame Impala. It's pretty cool. It's like, I don't know how to explain their music. It's not EDM, but it's just, it's really cool music to have. It reminds you of you shopping in H&M. This album is an album that I will stand by. Steely Dan, Aja. This album has one of our greatest singers on here. Michael McDonald features on here. He sings in the song, Peg will bring. This album is sampled a lot too. So, I don't know if the song called Uptown Baby by Peter Guns, they sampled this album. But this is a great album to have. It has a little damage in the back, but the album plays good. Just the back kind of cover damage. And I'm going to let you guys know, I'm not the type of person that doesn't put my vinyl in sleeves. I like my vinyl to be in sleeves. Because I'm not trying to look, I know people say, I like for it to look old school. No, I don't do that. I want to keep it forever. So, there we go. But this is a great album to have. Steely Dan. And, Steely Dan is some yacht rock, but he don't like to be called this. So I ain't going to even sit up here and do that with him. I don't want him attacking me. All right, so we have Ravina. She's an indie artist, not like, but she's kind of like an independent artist, and her music is, I guess it was be considered like alt R&B kind of. But this song on here that I like is called Honey. I really like that song, and pretty cover too. So the back, kind of dreamy. Her music is very like dreamy, relaxing. I really like her music, so it's pretty cool. My favorite song. This is the Pointer Sisters. Yep, Pointer Sisters, Breakout. And my favorite song on here is my favorite song of all time. Like, this is one of my favorite songs in life. It always makes me feel good when I listen to this. It's Automatic. No way to control it. It's totally automatic. Like, that's my favorite song. And typically, like, my social media handles are kind of like my nickname mixed with that. So Jazzmatic, Automatic. That's why my name is that, because this is my favorite song. I don't know why. This is during the 80s synth pop era. So the Pointer Sisters are great anyways, because speaking of like how we talked about Beyonce being country, they were able to do that. They were able to branch out and do some country, branch out to do some pop. They're the girls that can't be contained. So I love this album. It always has some good music on here. And, I think Neutron Dance was the one that people really like. But I like Automatic, okay? Okay, so this is for my beat heads. This is for my people that, who know music right here. Just like, hey, Knowledge. Knowledge is one half of the group No Worries with Anderson .Paak. This right here is gold, what we have in our hand, because I'll just say this. Beat making And sampling is just a thing that, is always different for everybody. He makes it so cool to me because he'll take like a voice sample, like say for instance, like okay, like a clip of where I'm talking. He'll take that, put a beat with it, and make it into like a digestible beat where you're like, oh, that's tight. So Knowledge is one of the greatest producers. I don't care what anybody says. If I was ever famous or got to sing a rap, I say, give me a Knowledge beat. Yeah, like I love his music, and I'm so honored to have this because I think around 2016, 2017, I really started to get into like my music, which everybody calls their different weird music. I started to get into that bag, and he was one of the first artists that I was like, oh, I like this. I always love instrumentation. So his music was kind of like different from just being like instrumental music. It was like beats, like, hard, aggressive, like they finna rap, they finna turn up, but no one's rapping. You just like, oh, you bobbing your head, boom bapping. So this is that. So whenever you put this on, I think this is a great album to have on when you're like talking and stuff, and you just setting the vibe for like your home. This is a good album to have on because it got some cool beats on here. So now, this right here, what we have in our beautiful hands, is my all-time favorite artist of all time. And you guys, I have a lot of her stuff. I just chose not to put all of it because, I want to be fair. I want to show all of it because there's a lot of artists in here that I have multiple of their stuff. I just didn't want to show all of them. But I showed my favorite ones. So this is my favorite. But Erykah Badu, Mama's Gun is one of my favorite albums. People say, I like Badu. Who is my... This is my favorite. When I was a little girl, this is a long story, guys, but when I was a little girl, I was bullied a lot. And I remember listening to Erykah Badu and just to be like, she's so different. She's kind of like me, like, just a different black girl. And I was bullied because I was big, or, just people bully everybody. But I just remember adapting to listening to Erykah Badu because I felt like she didn't care what nobody said about her. And also, I started to feel that way. I'm like, okay, y'all worry about me being big, but half of y'all in here ain't got no home, ain't got no hair, ain't got no clothes, you stankin'. I'm just big. That's all y'all worried about. But Erykah really showed people, Erykah really showed people that she's different and she doesn't mind being in a lane of her own. So this album to me is my favorite because it has my favorite song of all time from Erykah is Orange Moon. People be like, what? I like Green Eyes. I love Orange Moon because it says, I'm an orange moon. I'm brighter than before. Brighter than ever before. I'm an orange moon. And I shine so bright because I reflect the light of my sun. It's talking about God. And she's basically saying she's bright because God is bright. And she said, I praise it. Oh, let me stop saying y'all. But anyways, I always like the song Clever too. That's one of my favorites. And also, RIP to him. Roy Ayers is in that song. Musical genius. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. But Roy Ayers is in that song. And if you heard this song, you like it. Because she's basically just saying, I'm clever. And you can't play me. So there's nothing else you can do but just give it up, whatever the jig is, okay? But this is my favorite, okay? I'm not going to spend any more time on it, but thank you, Erykah, for helping me develop the person that I am. I love you so much. I saw you in concert 2 times. I will probably see you a million more times if I could. But I love Erykah Badu. That's my favorite. These 2 albums we're going to go back to back with because they kind of make sense to go back to back with. All right. Far Side. This is a vibey album right here. Because they're so... Okay, so Jay Dilla, Jay Dilla, helped produce some of this. Or most of it. I think he did. But this album right here, it's something I can't explain about it. I put this on, play the whole thing. Everything just collides together. That's J Dill's production, and them rapping over it is really good too. So I don't even want to say I have a favorite song off here, but I think it's She Said You'll Be Good If You Stay With Me Tonight. So I granted her a wish. I like that song. I like that song off here. So Jay Dilla production and them, and in the extended version they had this song called Emerald Butterfly. I love that song too. But I love this album. We get into the nitty gritty right here, guys. Jay Dilla Donuts. Like we just talked about knowledge. I believe this is the first time I've ever like on camera shown this, but this album is very, touching to me because this was made during a time where he was very sick. And there's a song here called Don't Cry. It's basically like an ode to like, when I'm gone, you guys don't cry, keep my legacy going. And his family does a great job of that. So I love Jay Dilla for anything. I love it. So I think my favorite song on here is, I'm sorry, y'all. I love so many songs. That's why I'm like, what? I think my favorite is Working on It. But Jay Dilla, look at the little smile. Oh, so cool. I love Jay Dilla. Anything Jay Dilla, put it on for me. I'm going to listen to it. All right, so this is very crazy because I've had this forever. And I did. Okay. I was going to say, I've had this forever. All right. You guys may know him as Madlib, but he also goes as Quasimodo, the rapper. I enjoy this album. I enjoyed this album right here. There's nothing else that I can say about it, is that I enjoy Madlib, also the producer, but I enjoy Quasimodo. Okay? If I could get the other one, she's just standing alone, I really want that album. I just don't know where to find it, but I love Quasimodo. I think it's Basic Instinct. That has like a hard hitting beat. It's like boom, 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 boom. It got a head knocker right there. But yes, this is something I'm so happy I have. Ooh, y'all, we got a lot. They're big on me long. Mr. Don't Play. This tell you where I'm from. I'm not from Memphis, but I'm from the South. And this shows what type of stuff I be doing, South reigns supreme in my house. And Mr. Don't Play, there we go. But it's Project Pack, Mr. Don't Play. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, there's no favorite. Everything getting played, okay? And I really like Getty Green, the other album too, but I'm gonna wait on that. But I'm so happy to have this. And okay, I'll tell you my favorite on here. I'm a gorilla on a gorilla film. And Cheese and Dope. I like that too. But yes, Project Pack. Mr. Don't Play. Yeah, this album is not for kids. So if you play this, be prepared for your kids to say, Mama, what's that? Because this is one of them, okay? This is my childhood personified. We were listening to this. Yes, people, oh, you? No. Yeah. Okay, guys. This is another jazzier album. But this is my favorite jazz. I said Hubert Laws is my favorite, but this is my favorite, okay? I've even considered, like, if I have a child, I want to find a way to have some way of this being incorporated in their name because I've just grown to love them. I think I've already said I was going to name my children after jazz artists if they become, in this world be born. But Donald Byrd, Places in Spaces is my favorite. When I say favorite, this album is what we call great, okay? And when I say that, it's because it starts off, you get on there, change makes you want to hustle. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is a jazz artist. Donald Byrd is a trumpeter, okay? Great artist, great jazz musician. He makes great music. And, that's why I'm so like enamored with this album. I love it because it just goes from song to hit to hit. Wind Parade is after Wind Parade. The Dominoes. I like that. Places and Spaces. And then he does his version of Just My Imagination by Temptations. But I think the Mitchell brothers helped with the production of this album. They're like a, jazz. They help with a lot of Blue Note stuff. This is one of the Blue Notes albums, so I'm pretty stoked to have that. So Donald Byrd is one of my favorites. You will find out because I have some other stuff from him too, but not just him, but some other stuff. Okay, but yes, I'm so happy to have this. Okay, we back again. I know if I'm like this girl is sitting everybody her favorite. Ramsey Lewis again. Now this album right here, this is one of the ones I had to get. I got it from. I live in Charlotte, guys, so there's a record place called Hardy Boys Records. And I was like, what they doing with this? They don't know they doing with this. They don't know what they doing with that. I had to scoop it from them. $22. Not that bad. Plays great, though. So, this is kind of like in his experiment of like, I would say, it's still jazz, but I think that it was like a Brazilian type of African type of jazz. If so, I'm sorry if I misspoke, but this is very good. And I love the picture of this. I just want this like somewhere, like whenever I'm able to have my own. I want this up on the wall. I like that. I don't know why. But one of my favorite songs on here is Brasilica. I like that. It's really smooth songs, smooth jazz. Good listen. And the Salongo is an expression from Zatire. We come together to create something beautiful out of love. That's why I like this album. Okay, this is an ode to my mama. I brought this specifically off the premises. I like it too, but this is really off the premises of what happened. My mom told me happened. So something happened to the record back when they were young. My mom has records too, but something happened to the record when she was younger, and they can't play it anymore. So me being who I am, I said, you know what? I like that album. I'm buy for myself, so I can listen to it. Shaka Khan Rufus. Ask Rufus. And y'all already know my mama love a singer. She don't like the kitty cat singer. She like them. She like that. She loves that. So Shaka Khan has been played in my home forever. So my favorite song, of course, is Everlasting Love. I want to give you an everlasting love. I want to fill your life with a satisfying love. That's a that she gets down on that song because it starts out when I feel. I don't even know what she was saying. It just sounds so good. But I love this album. Shaka Khan and Rufus can do no wrong in my home and in my life, okay? All right, we had to have the queen here. We got the queen here. I won't be neglected. I won't be denied. I need to make a caught up in the rapture of love. Nothing else can compare. All right, so I already know. You Bring Me Joy is my favorite on here. You bring me joy when I'm down. Got so much joy. I'll tell y'all. This video gonna be an aggravating to people that don't like singing because I be singing, honey. But This is a treasure to have. Detroit's own Anita Baker. Lady, just hits everywhere. Can't go wrong with Anita Baker. Everybody need Anita Baker. That's one staple everybody need is Anita Baker. We going back to back. Another Anita Baker. Whatever it takes to make you happy, babe. I'll be around. This right here? Yeah. I got this from Whatnot. I had to battle it out. I was going head to head. I had to pay $34. I mean, yeah, this is low, but it was another. I'm gonna show the next one. Okay, let's just say it was 34, but it was worth it. It plays very good, no issues at all, really good. Another one. I love you just because I love you because I do, darling you. But yes, this one, I think I had to pay a lot too. Another 30 something from Whatnot. Plays good too. The hit off of here, the song I like off here is, I think it is I wanna know what good love feels like. Good love, good love. I want a love that's sure to stand the test of time. Yeah. Yeah. Don't come to my house because that's all that's going on. The last one. Anita, the first Anita Baker. The Rapture wasn't the first one. This is the album that's number one. So yeah. Let's put some respect. I need one more. I think I need one more. I need the Rhythm of Love album and I'm done. So, but y'all already know the hit off here because I worked at Waffle House. I didn't know that. And I would take my tips and put this on the jukebox. Ooh, ooh. Finish it. If I could, I'd give you a world. Wrap it all around you. Okay, you know. You're my angel. Hit it. Yeah, okay. Okay, I see you. But yes, this is a hit, a banger. She had something to prove, but she really had nothing to prove. She could sing. She was in another group before this, but this album sealed the deal for her. And that's why, Auntie Anita, you are queen. Legend. I'm so happy to have this. Quick story about this one. This is my favorite 80s music, okay? And I always tell people this. When somebody say, what's a great R&B album from the 80s? I tell them exactly who this is. I'm about to show y'all. And when the person got me this for Christmas, I shouted and screamed. I said, how'd you know? Me, of course, being a yapper on Facebook, I let them know that they're my favorite album. Alexander O'Neal. Hearsay. This is iconic 80s R&B to me. I don't know why I assume that, but it was 1987 that this was produced, I believe. And this gives like so much like R&B, production of the 80s because he has good vocals. Alexander O'Neal can sing. We ain't got to worry about that. The delivery of the songs, that's the best part. The best song up here is never knew love like this. Loved someone before, but I never knew love like. I'm lying. That ain't the best song. She touched me with a smile that goes, I can't go a day without my sunshine. Oh, I learned again, crying overtime. Y'all, this whole album good. Rocket, this album rocket. Thank you to my cousin Tammy. She brought me this for Christmas like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was screaming and hollering. I said, "Oh my gosh!" I don't know how she found this. I don't even know. Don't ask me. But this is a prized possession I have. I always play this. Most of the albums I'm showing today are the albums that I play all the time. So that's what this will be. All right. Speaking of No Worries earlier, this is the group No Worries album, their first album together. And I got it upside down, but this is the track list. If y'all can see it. I don't know if I can see that. But yeah. Me and my cousin, my best friend, we love Anderson .Paak. We like Anderson .Paak. And I love Knowledge. I guess she likes Knowledge too, but I know I love Knowledge. And we both like Anderson .Paak equally, but we like No Worries also too. And this album gives like a mixture of R&B mixed with like 70s R&B mixed with rap mixed with, funky beats. And I love that. And if you listen to this album, you will understand exactly what I'm talking to. It's funny skits in it too, because you'll be like, what? So this is just something to have. I think this is another thing you can play in the background, but I'm the type of person I like people to ask me, what's that playing? That No Worries. This pimp music, basically. Good album. Always a 10. The second album is very good too. I have that too, but for time's sake, we ain't gonna worry about that. All right. My favorite group, R&B group of all time, okay? Don't get me wrong. I buy that stuff like a clockwork. When I see somebody selling it, yes, go ahead and give me that. The Whispers. And I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a chance to sing it for me. If you sung Rock Steady, you're right. And if you sung this, you definitely right. This is what I do to get you in the mood. Baby, I do it all to get you in the mood. If you sung that, you and me on the same wavelength, because that's my song. I love the Whispers. My mama can tell you that girl loves some Whispers, okay? Great album, plays well, good group. Look at the twins in the back. Y'all see them? Here we go. All right. The Queen. This is one I like. Two of Mariah Carey. I love Mariah Carey in general, but these are my two favorites. Okay, so this one right here and the Emancipation of Mimi. I got that too, but for time's sake, they right here. This has Honey on it and that sounds dramatic. I do not like that song, but I like 4th of July. That's my favorite song by her and Baby Doll. And then break down. Steadily breaking me on down. I can't say. This album will have you screaming though, cause I don't understand how Mariah Carey sang like that, but Mimi, yes, honey. This was when she started being in her R&B bag. I feel like it. Everybody wants to dispute that. Them first couple albums, I don't mess with that. Then when I started messing with her right here, when she started telling us, yeah, she can sing. She can sing before too, but this is when she was really hitting it. Okay. All right, this right here. This is a staple, a classic. Marvin Gaye's "I Want You," and also quick fact: Ernie Barnes, the picture on here, is a resident from North Carolina, and I went to see his painting in my vlog if you watch it. But I love this album. It just plays all the way through. My mom loves Marvin Gaye. She's a Marvin Gaye stan, and I think I've inherited that too. So I love this album. I got this from Whatnot too, so real good.